Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Today, we're going to go through some Bitcoin technical analysis. We're just going to, actually, it's not even complicated technical analysis, it's just recognizing a pattern that has been going on since last year. It has been going on for 1 year now, and we're going to identify this pattern. I have not seen uh, YouTube videos or any YouTuber talk about this. Maybe there is, but if there is, I still have not seen. I may be the first one, and I may be not. If I'm not, it's okay. Just let me know. But I haven't seen anyone talk about this. Most of the time, when I see technical analysis videos, it's detailed. You know, we have trend lines. We might use these Fibonacci sequence. We might use the supports. But there's a pattern here that I have been watching, or that I've seen since the beginning of the year until today. It's still going on. And the pattern is this: after the first peak and crash, and it bounces up again to the peak, and then it crashes back down around this resistance right here. We've had this resistance for 1 full year, roughly, right there. And then it goes up and it crashes back down here. Now the pattern is the distance between this peak, the percentage between this peak and this peak, is between 14 to 16%. It's approximately 15% from here to here. And it's also approximately 15% from here to here. And it's also approximately 15% from here to here. You see the pattern? And if we were to predict, we have one more, and so 15% from here to roughly here. So here, let me show you here. Go back to. So this is what I think is happening. This is what I found out. From this peak to roughly the next peak, every time it crashes into this resistance here, it bounces back up and then it crashes again, but the next bounce is 14% to 16% of the previous bounce, and then it peaks here, bounces again in the resistance down here around 6,000, and it bounces up, and the next peak is also 14 to 16%, and then it bounced down again to the same resistance level, and this next peak, guess what, is also between 14% to 16%. So what do you think will happen on the last? I think this is the last and final bounce. If you were to guess, right here will be between 14 and 16%. And after that, there'll be no more bounce left. And if I were to predict, I would say it would be the beginning of the next bull run. Now let's go back to TradingView, and let me show you what I mean here. We're looking at the peaks here, and here it is. It's roughly 14.95. This is 15% almost. This is pretty much 15%. Let's look at the next one. About 15.33. Let's look at the next one. So there's roughly 14.6. So what do you think is going to happen on the next bounce? So that is the trend that I do not see too many people or any videos about. And also, the other thing is that this resistance right here, we have had a resistance here for almost 1 full year. What we spoke about, the 14 to 16% of the previous peak, and then we're going to go down again. So the next peak is probably going to be about 6,800, 6,750, roughly that area. And then I think it's going to go back down to that same resistance. And then at around September 27th, roughly, I think we're going to start another different trend. It may go down one more time and dip like it dipped here, and it might break the resistance a little bit, but that will begin the bull run. So let's see, September 26th, roughly 6, 7, 5, 6, 7. If we go back to the same time last year, what was happening in September 24, 5, 6, right there. September 25th, 26th. This was the beginning of last year's bull run. And it was unstoppable once it started. Now that will be an amazing coincidence if we start another bull run in the exact same week of the same month of the same exact time as 1 year ago. That will be an amazing coincidence. But I really do think we're getting close, and this time here, this week here, this is going to be the time where we're going to have a really big change coming up. So that's my analysis for this trend. It's very simple, nothing complicated, but I have seen this pattern. You can test it yourself, and I guess we'll see if I'm right, and we'll see where it goes. See you on the next video.